This is Elo Valorant, the podcast. Episode 3, Going In First. The job every guide on the internet says you cannot do without aim.
Raise, Pearl, Swift play. And he lost it 5-0, which I assume is the part we're meant to scroll past.
Are we not?
We're opening with it. He publishes the losses deliberately. His line is that a win rate with no losses in it is a marketing document.
Fine. But Swift play is the mode people hide in when they don't want their rank touched.
For most people, yes. He's there for a different reason. He's testing a loadout, and a loadout test needs full buys, fast. His full buy against theirs. Swift play hands him that in 10 minutes. Ranked charges him an hour for the same information.
So it's a lab.
And he's precise about which lab does what. Loadouts and agents, Swift play. Strategy and economy, unrated. Those need a real economy to exist, and Swift play's fast buys incinerate the thing you'd be measuring. Ranked is a stamp. He'd tell you unrated already validated it, and the stamp is decoration.
Then why are we here, watching a sweep?
Because of what's sitting underneath the sweep. And because he promised 3 jobs, 1 episode each. This is job 1, going in first.
And I'd like it on record that I came in fully expecting to hate this one.
Your objection is noted, logged, and we will come back to it at the end of the episode to see whether you still hold it.
Then do their version first, not his. What is going in first, properly defined?
And I'm going to do it properly, because the strawman version is how everybody else loses this argument. The entry walks into the site first, so the other 4 have room to follow. He's judged on the opening duel. Did he win the first fight of the round? The game counts it for you on the scoreboard. First bloods.
That's not unreasonable.
It's correct, and the coaching attached to it is real coaching. Crosshair at head height before you swing. Learn where bodies stand. Make sure somebody is behind you to trade you when you drop.
So where's the fight?
There isn't one. Every word of that is true. The only question worth anyone's time is who it's true for.
And that's where this gets uncomfortable for everybody.
For everybody selling it, certainly.
Go on then.
Look at what it quietly assumes. 1. You win a fair share of straight gunfights. 2. Somebody is behind you, watching, ready to trade. 3. The round has a plan.
And down there?
The gunfight is a coin flip. He's on record at 7% headshots. Nobody is behind him. They're 4 separate people having 4 separate games. And there is no plan. There are 5 strangers who queued alone and will not speak to each other once.
So the advice isn't wrong.
The advice is immaculate, and the inputs are missing. All 3 of those are true at the top of the ladder and false at the bottom. Run the standard version down there, and you buy the entire cost of the job and none of the funding.
You walk in first, and you die.
Every round. And by their definition, that's fine. You created space. Space for whom? Nobody walked through it, because nobody was following you in the first place.
So he dies for an empty room.
Correct. And then he goes home and watches a video about crosshair placement.
His version. 1 sentence.
Survive the attention. Don't win the duel.
Slower.
The job is not to kill the first thing you see. The job is to be the thing everyone is looking at and still be alive 2 seconds later. Their entry is a glass cannon. He wins the opening fight or he's dead. His is funded. Built so the gunfight isn't what decides whether he lives.
Funded is doing a lot of work in that sentence.
He means it literally. There's a list.
Then read me the list.
Not every character can take the job. It's gated by the kit. He ran them himself and only publishes what passed. 9 characters, 8 different ways of paying for first contact. 1 failed the test and he printed that too, which is more honesty than the guide industry manages in a calendar year.
Give me 3.
1 deletes the damage. You get shot, nothing happens. 1 repays it. You take it properly and get it back between fights. 1 dodges it, because the movement is the armor. Crouch that one and you've taken her armor off, which half the internet does on purpose and then complains about.
And the one on our screen?
She doesn't take the fight with her body at all. The hardware goes in first, the nade, the bot, the satchels. She empties the room from outside the room and strolls in afterwards. Entry by proxy.
So his answer to, I can't win the duel is, then don't be in the duel.
That's the whole move. He'd say it isn't a trick, it's reading what the kit was built to pay for.
It still sounds like a trick.
I know. I keep waiting for it to be one.
Survive isn't a job. I can survive and spawn.
You can. And he shuts that door before I got to it, which is irritating.
Irritating?
I had the objection loaded. There's a contract. 4 things. Every fight, you walk out holding at least 1. And the rounds you played properly, you walk out holding all 4. Did you take their attention? Did you do damage? Did you tell your team what you saw? Did you spend your util?
4 checkboxes is 3 too many mid-round.
You're not running them mid-round. You're running them after, on the round you just lost. It's a rubric, not a shopping list.
So it's how you grade yourself.
4 yeses is a perfect round, even the ones where you die.
That's going to lose you people.
It'll lose exactly the people who were never going to climb. It's also the only version that survives a lobby where you lose most of your duels. And it does something no guide has bothered to do. It draws the line between going in first and baiting your own team. The baiter walks out holding nothing, deliberately. The entry is under contract to walk out holding something.
I've been hunting for where that breaks and I haven't found it.
Keep hunting. Somebody should.
Let me push on one. I did damage, is what people say when they lost the fight.
It's also what people say when they're right, and I'd rather be right than comforted. Health does not come back on its own in this game. There's no passive regen. Half the roster has no heal at all, and the ones who do have to spend a charge on you, which, in that lobby, precisely nobody is doing.
So the 60 just sits there.
For the rest of the round. Which means the next man who walks into him is fighting somebody on 40 health. And let's be exact about what that man is. He is not better than you. He arrives second.
And he gets the clip.
He gets the clip, the highlight, and the credit. The player who actually bought the round gets a death, a bottom frag, and a lecture from someone who went 0 and 4.
You said that almost fondly.
I said it accurately.
Then here's mine. 5-round match. He died in every round of it.
He did. 5 rounds, 5 deaths, all 5 lost. I'm not going to launder that.
Good.
Now the rest of the screen, and this isn't an excuse, it's just what it says. 478 combat score, highest of all 10 players in the match. The best man on the winning side finished on 442. He also had a 4-kill round in there.
Then either the scoreboard is lying or the scoreline is.
Neither. Look at who he was standing next to. Next man on his team, 260. Then 109. Then 22. Then 15. 2 of them finished with no kills at all.
At that point, they're not teammates. They're witnesses.
He outscored his entire team combined. 8 of their 13 kills were his.
That's damning for them. Not impressive for him.
Both. But notice what it does to the argument. You cannot carry that with a rifle. There is no aim number on Earth that turns 15 and 22 into round wins.
1 match, 1 night, proves nothing.
It proves nothing, which is exactly why I don't care about it. I care about the log. 1,122 tracked matches behind that 7%, and it never improves. Across his tracked year, running the system, mid-50s. Not running it, high 30s. Same hands throughout.
18 points.
On a man who does not hit heads. His ranked number before any of this was 48.8, a coin flip. He never got better at shooting. He stopped being the one it depended on.
Verdict. I came in expecting to hate this one.
You put that on the record. I'm holding you to it.
Their definition is the real one, and he doesn't beat it. He pays for the same job in a currency their lobbies don't accept.
That was almost poetic. Are you feeling all right?
I'm saying it's checkable, which is more than anybody else hands you.
That's the warmest you've been all night.
Checkable is a category, not a compliment.
It's the only category I hand out.
And don't sit there and tell me tonight proved it. He went 0 and 5.
It proved nothing and was never built to. Swift play is where he goes to find out, not to perform. The proof is 1,100 matches, not 1 night and not a highlight reel.
So, homework.
10 rounds. Go in first. Don't count kills, count the 4. 4 yeses and you died. You played it right.
Nobody is going to do that.
Almost nobody. The handful who do will be insufferable about it in 6 weeks, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Next time?
Next time, he sits there and tells us you can get kills without ever taking a fair fight.
That's not a strategy. That's a wish.
I've already written the objection down. If he answers it before I get to say it out loud, I am going to be genuinely irritated.
Put it in the comments and we'll read it to him.
We'll read it to him either way.
This is Elo Valorant, the podcast.
Pick a system, run 10 games, check the number.